As we always say, Teddy at his best, there's nobody better.
At age 13, Teddy Halpin dreams of becoming a professional golfer. But his mother, Becca Halpin, sometimes worries about his future.
He got this curveball. It's been really complicated. Teddy at 4 could name all the presidents. He could give you every football and baseball player stat. He was just this happy, outgoing child. When he got to maybe first grade, second grade, that's when the wheels started to fall off. School became a place where he was really just feeling like a failure.
How frustrating was it for you?
It was incredibly hard to watch.
Simple tasks like writing, drawing, and using scissors were difficult for Teddy. He also lacked a sense of direction.
We didn't really know what was going on.
Just over 5 years ago, Becca and her husband took him to a special education director in Maine. Teddy was diagnosed with nonverbal learning disability, or NVLD.
Everything made sense then.
Despite its name, individuals diagnosed with NVLD have a strong verbal ability, but trouble with things like fine and gross motor skills, spatial awareness, organization, focus, relationships with peers, and reading social cues.
How did life change for all of you when he got the proper diagnosis?
In a lot of ways, it changed for the better. When you look at it through the lens of NVLD, he has really very little awareness of where he is.
As Becca read up on the disability, she realized there was little information out there until she met Laura Limley with the NVLD Project, a group dedicated to outreach and funding research.
How did you guys find each other?
I came across the NVLD Project on the internet, and I showed up at the office. I think I was the first person who had ever showed up.
This isn't something that everybody is aware of.
And everybody's different. I mean, the saying is, if you know one person with NVLD, you know one person with NVLD.
Laura was inspired to start the nonprofit by her daughter, Ariel Miller, who was diagnosed at age 5. Now an adult, Ariel wants to use her experiences to set an example for other kids.
It's hard to see your kids struggle socially. I mean, academically, Ariel was very successful, but socially, it was really challenging.
What NVLD does is it gives you slow processing. Still have trouble making friends, but I'm much better at it.
And what about visually and spatially? What type of activities are more difficult for you?
Well, directions, like finding places. I live on Google Maps.
Don't we all?
Ariel and Teddy are not alone. When comedian Chris Rock opened up about his NVLD diagnosis in 2020 in The Hollywood Reporter, Laura says it finally helped to attract much-needed attention.
I think it was really a brave thing to do.
Roughly 3 million children and adolescents living in North America meet criteria for nonverbal learning disability.
After more than a decade of studying NVLD, Amy Margolis, a researcher working with the project, is aiming to get it officially listed in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or DSM, giving doctors information to accurately diagnose the condition.
So the sooner we can identify these problems, the better outcome they're going to have.
As for Teddy, he continues his occupational therapy and appointments with his psychologist, along with the love and support of not just his family, but the NVLD community.
One thing that we have always told Teddy over and over again is that everybody is struggling with something. You have to advocate and you have to push to get the right answers.
For sure. And we want to give a special thank you to Becca Halpin, who's also a board member for the NVLD Project, Laura Limley and Ariel Miller for just opening our eyes to this condition. NVLD, it's not in the DSM, though Amy and her colleagues expect to submit a proposal in June. They hope that with proper diagnosis and services and support that people can get the help that they need. And happy birthday to Teddy.
Happy birthday, Teddy.
14 on Friday.
The big 1-4.
Oh, yeah. Big 1-4. And he hopes to play golf in college before going pro. And you can learn more about NVLD on today.com.
That's so important. The sooner we can diagnose, the sooner we can treat. That's what we say, right?
And you know what's wrong,
That's
and then
right.
you can deal with it.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.